What is up, everybody? I'm No Lux Given, back with more Dupery, and in the previous video, we attempted these Quirk challenges. Today, I'm gonna play Quirk Challenge 2, and potentially with that, unlock Quirk Challenge 3, which I'm assuming is the hardest mode possible in Dupery. Let's see what we can get into. Spoiler alert for the last video. We did fail on our first attempt of Quirk Challenge 2, so let's see if it can go a little bit better for us this time. I do really like the mathematician, but I don't know if it makes sense to go for an 11%er. I mean, our Quirk Challenge win, I think we did start off with a few 11%ers that just got us through. But I think we're at the stage now where we can handle a normal caseload, so let's start with this here. We see we have a specter, a mobster, and then, three of these four meddlers. A milkman, a copycat, a youngster, and a fall guy. Well, on a 10 suspect case, that leaves 5 potential innocents. Let's see what we've got in store for us. A tailor, a vigilante, a fall guy. You know what I've always wanted to do? Shoot the fall guy. Okay, it's just that easy. We also have a youngster, a gossip, strange guy in town. The specter does have 4 neighbors, so let's mark this with good. Private eye, 3 is an underling, so I think it's between 3 and 4. And we need to find a mobster, so we need to find a double claim, and we find a private eye also talking about a potential underling. But at this point, then, what would this be? We don't have a drunkard, so I do think that this is our mobster. And that was a fairly quick solve there. We could go for a hard 20%er. Well, if we're gonna go hard, we might as well go hard, right? I don't know if there's a distinction between a 24% hard case and a 20% hard case, but we might as well just go for the 24, I feel, right? Wife is really easy, but let's go for it. Let's go for the 24%er here. And this time we've got a con man, a poisoner, or/and a mobster. We also have 4 of these 5 meddlers: copycat, drunkard, youngster, fall guy, and surgeon. Yikes. That means that of these 10 potential suspects, only 4 of them are innocents. Wow. I've heard that a strange guy in town has 6 neighbors. Isn't that only this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, it is not that. What is it? Is it this? That's 4. It's this. No. 5. What has 6 neighbors? It's this? Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Let's not use that, actually. Let's use the string and say that the gossip is fingering 4. Cool. Let's take a look at what 4 is then. The vigilante. Ooh, so the vigilante could shoot the gossip. That basically sorts itself out. The therapist says 1 evil client. Oh, and the therapist only talks about adjacent, not surrounding. So it's just talking potentially about the vigilante as well. The mathematician has calculated the number 16. In order to really sort out this mathematician, we have to figure out if we have a fall guy or not, because that's really going to change the number. We do have a second vigilante. That could be our mobster. Either way, the therapist is right. The bloodhound pointing to the vigilante is interesting. So right now I'm thinking it's gossip plus vigilante plus maybe number 6 with no fall guy. 1 evil client. Well, that would not be possible if the gossip is... Oh, wait, the con man. Oh, wow. This could be our con man. This could be our poisoner. And then this could be our mobster. That would mean that one of these two pieces of information has to be incorrect, and we could also, this mathematician number could be poisoned. We do have a youngster. The clock tower ticks at 16 hours here. A fall guy is going to make this mathematician nearly impossible. That would mean that our 3 evils have to total up to 6, which means Therapist, Vigilante, and Bloodhound would be our evil team. I don't think that's going to work. I'm going to mark this down as looking like bad information for now. Then we have the mailman, which says, yes, youngster, no to the Bloodhound. So with the youngster and the fall guy face up and no surgeon, that means we have both a drunkard and a copycat. So we will have one piece of information that is wrong, but just because it's a meddler, and we will also have one double claim between our 2 double claims that is actually spitting facts. Okay, so both of these therapists could be good. That does kind of hide potential evils. It would actually mean that the Bloodhound, and then like either of these therapists could be potentially corrupted as well from the poisoner. Oh, we don't necessarily have a poisoner. Oh, but we do. We do, because the mobster will double claim, and the con man will double claim, and the copycat will double claim. But because we don't have a surgeon, we know we have a copycat, which means we only have one between mobster and con man, which means we definitely have a poisoner. So just because somebody is wrong doesn't necessarily mean they are a baddie. I think I should use both of these vigilante shots, but I don't know where I should use them necessarily. I'm also going to say that similarly, if this mailman is good, this Bloodhound is bad. That's another piece of information that we have. This mathematician is obviously crazy. There's a lot of reasons to say bad things. Only 3 people will say correct things. So we almost want to reverse this information. We almost just want to say, okay, the vigilante is good and the Bloodhound is good, meaning this vigilante is bad. The therapist having one evil client currently seems wrong, but they could be tainted by a poisoner. Oh, but the poisoner, the mathematician could be the poisoner. Because the therapists, that is tricky. Between our 4, oh wow, look at this. Between our 4 double claims, we could only have one evil. Because we need to have one real thing for the mobster or con man to attach to, and then we need one real thing for the copycat to attach to, which means between the 4 of these, only one can be evil, which means between the 4 remaining cards, we have our drunkard, 2 evils, and exactly 1 innocent. We have our drunkard, a poisoner, and exactly 2 innocents. Okay. Right, there's only actually 2 baddies on the board. So let's not get too... Oh, does that also mean that this mathematician number is possible? 4 plus 2? 4 plus 2 could potentially actually solve a lot of this. Wait a minute, I might have written off the mathematician a little bit soon here. Let me get all of these pins off the board. And let's take a look at this 4 plus 2 idea. 4 plus 2 would make this mathematician correct. It would make this mailman correct. It would make this therapist correct. It would make this vigilante poisoned or tainted. We'll mark that with this for now, just because we already have these purples on this. It would make this therapist correct. And it would make this gossip correct. I actually just like this. Now, in this scenario, these vigilantes can never kill. So let's use their shots and see if they work. Okay. Well, that's going to make me reconfigure some things. For sure. For sure. Glad we took the shot. You miss all the shots you don't take, huh? That means that this vigilante is certainly good and not poisoned. It means that this therapist, well, it does mean that this mathematician is certainly wrong at this point. And you know what? Let's just shoot them for being wrong. No. So either this is poisoned or this is poisoned. That's fair. If they are both evil, no, they cannot both be evil. If one is evil, this therapist is correct again. But it seems like this would have to be the correct one. Because maybe, we don't know if we have a con man or a mobster. It's going to be tough to sort out regardless here. The youngster lives in town. I've never heard of the bloodhound. Whoa, we found the poisoner. We found the poisoner because, oh, yes. Because this can't be the con man or the mobster. We know we have a poisoner. So this therapist is actually always tainted, which means that there are 2 evil clients next to this therapist. And the therapist, just to double check, is adjacent. This mailman saying that they've never heard of the bloodhound. Could be the lie. And then this. Or could be the truth. Could be the truth because this is the drunkard. That solves it, doesn't it? And then this is actually just our other evil. This therapist also has 1 evil client. This therapist is corrupted. I think that's it. That's the drunkard. Well, now it's just this mailman has to be evil. And they're lying about the bloodhound. But why is the bloodhound pointing at the vigilante? Wait, it also needs to be the vigilante. Why has this mailman never heard of the bloodhound? It needs to be a double claim. Because doesn't this always double claim an in-play role? An in-play role. And this therapist, needs to be talking about this. Why is this mailman never heard of the bloodhound? Oh, I know why. The poisoner is surrounding, not adjacent. I've made that mistake before, but the poisoner hit the mailman. The therapist had right information. There is only 1 evil client to the therapist, and this vigilante is our mobster. All right. Little tricky. We did make a mistake, but we are still in excellent standing. And now we get to pick up our first quirk. We can either go for jealousy. The wife becomes evil if the mistress is in play. I don't know what that means. Will the wife then just start to lie? That's a little spooky. Haunted traitors. No, haunted. Traitors function while arrested or dead? Ugh. I'm just thinking about the judge and wanting to get that off the board. We gotta take a quirk somewhere. We're gonna have to grab 3 quirks, potentially, right? This will get us up to 60. The next one will get us up to 80. Wow, yeah, we're going to have 3 quirks by the end of this one. The drunkard cannot pretend to be the wife. Oh, that feels very... almost vanilla. So that one I could definitely do. But at least one traitor. This is very hard. Oy vey. I just realized that. Might not want to get very hard with it, to be honest. The wife becomes... I mean, this seems so easy. Unless it does something crazy that I don't understand yet. Traitors function while arrested or dead. Honestly, that sounds fun. Oh, I'm going to go for this one. It's higher percentage. Sure. We do potentially have a wife, but no... I forget what the Scarlet Woman's name is. Ring, ring, the clock tower already off to a quick start. The barkeep, unfortunately, did not make the milkman. It made a drunkard somewhere. We do have both a barkeep and a con man. 16. Well, depends if we have a fall guy or not. We do have a fall guy. Fall guys are always good. So that means the other two total up to 13. 13 is 7 plus 6. 13 is also 8 plus 5, but we're not getting that. Could be 9 plus 4, potentially. But right now, 7 plus 6 is my main suspect here. Ooh, okay. So it could be 9 plus 4. It's one of these two. Plus one of these two. That's really all that we have to sort out. So let's see if we can find some other information here. The youngster lives in town, but there is a drunkard. So this information is wrong. And the question is, how wrong is it? Because maybe the mailman, when lying, can give 2 incorrect statements. Also, the mathematician could be lying, but we know that one of these two is lying. The clock did ring at that time. Whoa. So that really makes me think it's 7 and 6, huh? Oh, and that is a copycat clockmaker? Wait, what is this? Oh, this is a con man. Oh, this is a con man. Ooh, I almost got conned. Okay. So now I think it's 4 and 9. I think that this has to be our con man. Which means this bloodhound is correct. Yeah, I think it's just 4 and 9. I'm going to go for it. That is correct. We could use the tailor before we... I'm just assuming that this is the drunkard. I've seen a drunkard previously say that there is no drunkard. Let's use the tailor on the fall guy and the milkman. That's kind of cheese, right? The same alignment? Yeah, I think so. That's the barkeep. Bang on. That puts us at full reputation, which is really good. We've already done outsider loyalty, so I'm going to skip this and try to complete my compendium. Your suspect list starts empty. That is wild. I don't think I can do that. Not on this game. I can do Demon Bluff blind mode. I don't think that I can do Dupery blind just yet. Just yet. Oh, we'll have to do it at some point, but that seems really tough. Shot in the dark. The first time you arrest an uninvestigated evil role, gain 1 reputation. Now, this just seems like a bonus, but maybe this is a harder case to crack. I mean, this seems impossible. This seems like a bonus, so I think my decision is made for me. Barkeep, Mobster, and Spectre. We have 2 of those 3. Milkman, Copycat, Fall Guy, Surgeon. We have 2 of those 4. The Mobster could be this partner, or the Copycat could be one of these partners. Number 3 is the Spectre. Just straight up. Well, I don't have any reason to use my shot in the dark just yet, but I might use my shot in the dark on number 3, believing this partner. Let's see if 4 is the mathematician. It is, and they've calculated the number 4. So right now I'm thinking okay, Mobster, Spectre. That solves it. Then what do we need? We have a copycat. Oh, if we have a fall guy, that mathematician number goes way out the window. No, we've got a milkman and potentially a copycat. That's what I'm leaning on right now. The mailman, the mathematician lives in town. Never heard of the surgeon. Checks out to me. 6 is good. Checks out to me. I think that this is my evil team. The milkman. I'm still going to go for it. Mobster milkman. Oh, wow. So we don't have a barkeep. Kind of forgot about the mobster. I'm just assuming that this is the specter spectering themselves. Just because I'm trusting the mathematician. Well, there's no reason not to reveal it. It is the specter spectering themselves. Okay. Easily done. You call that a hard case? Cracked. Good intuition. The partner is more likely to announce the address of an underling role. Okay, that also seems like a reasonable boon. Yeah, I mean, I don't think it really matters. You regain twice the reputation from solving a case. That means that if I make a mistake on this case and then finish it, I will be back at full reputation going into the final case. I do like that idea. This one we can never take because it only puts us at 98, but the priest will always pretend to be a tainted skeptic? What? What are you talking about? No, we're going for this one. And if we make a mistake, we have a bonus life here. This one has a con man and a poisoner. Then wannabe drunkard youngster fall guy. Therapist clock ticks early. Therapist says 0, but this could be a poisoner. Or this could be a con man. Oh, okay. We have a wannabe. Private eye. Telling us nothing because the private eye doesn't work until hour 10. The weatherman. 1, 4, 5. Let's get those down. 1, 4, 5. Okay. Oops. Well, I messed that up, but it's fine. It works. We'll throw 1 here on the weatherman because maybe that's wrong. Can I do this? Ooh, you can reorder them. So let's make this green because it's the weatherman. And we do have a fall guy. Private Eye now saying that 9 is the underling, which does imply it could be poisoning the therapist. Or it could mean that this private eye is lying. We do need to find one more face-up underling. Well, does this say, I pretend to be a tainted in-play revealed underling? So we do need to find another underling, right? Ooh, the wife loves number 4. That seems pretty good. Why did we not have an underling get revealed from the meddler? I'm a little confused on exactly how the meddler works. I guess what happened is the con man just never revealed themselves. And we do have a con man somewhere. This therapist is giving good information. The weatherman could be giving good information here too. I think I'm going to trust this underling. I've never heard of the clockmaker. That's also just good information too. I think that this tailor is evil. And if they are evil, they will say that these two are different alignment. All right, I'm going to go for this idea. I was wrong. So this therapist is now giving us good information. That doesn't mean... Oh, but these two are not the same alignment now for sure. So this therapist is just good. This private eye was bad. Ooh, this could be the poisoner tainting the wife now? I think that's the case. I think this is the poisoner tainting the wife, and the weatherman does still have good info. And then this is the con man that has good info. That's what I'm going with now. Poisoner and con man. Nice. Okay, that should give me full reputation again going into the final case. Nice. This is a very hard final case. At least one traitor, a con man, and I don't think that we have any bad quirks. The wife becomes evil if the mistress is in play. Okay, the wife is evil. We'll find out what that means. The first time you arrest an uninvestigated evil, roll this case. Gain 1 reputation. We might need to use that. And we gain twice the reputation from solving the case. That means nothing to me. Let's actually, let's cross this out, huh? That is of no use to me. So let's see what is of some use to me from these traders. Ooh, okay. Somebody said this in the comments of my last video, but I believe the hitman is like the last new role that I have yet to discover. So let's unpack this first and see what else we are dealing with. Every 4 hours, if I am not arrested or dead, I kill 1 uninvestigated role. Each kill I make reduces your reputation by 1, but can never reduce it to 0. I lie and pretend to be a suspected not in play role. Every 4 hours is so quick. But I guess we will quickly know if we have a hitman or a critic. Okay, 4 hours is just 2 investigations, I believe. Yeah, it has to be. Each thing makes it makes the clock move by 2 hours. We could also potentially have a critic. We also have 3 of these underlings between a con man, a scoundrel, a mobster, and a mistress. And then we have 3 of these meddlers. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that means that 4 of the 11 cards on the board are actually innocent. Woof. Right on cue, my bloodhound. We have to be pretty... Ooh, here's something interesting. Why do we have a double claim? We have a double claim because we have a mobster. Meaning one of these 2 is not true. Because if this is the con man, it can't be talking about the con man, because the con man tells the truth. So one of these 2 has to be a lie. So if we take a look at number 1 and they're not the stalker, then number 10 has to be the con man, and this has to be the mobster. But if number 1 is the stalker... Wait, that was so quick. How was that 4 hours? Oh, because of the chatterbox. Oh, how dirty is that? All right. Well, we certainly have a hitman game. And I'll cross off the critic. That only loses me 1 reputation. I guess if you gotta go, that's the way to go. This chatterbox is confirmed good, and they're also confirming this is good. Now, because this wasn't the stalker, I think that just has to mean this is our mobster. Oh, sure, that's our hitman. Why not? Is the hitman a suspected not in play role? I've seen this trick before. This is also evil. That is our mistress. Now, we will have to arrest the wife as well, but we do know that number 10 is not the con man. We also do not have the, what's it called? Quirk, where this hitman is still going to go off killing. And this is why I do not have that quirk. It seems really, really crazy. So, okay, my first hitman, he took a shot, but I don't know, seems like we were able to clean up pretty well here. We know that this is not the con man, and we need to find another double claim. We also know that 2 is good. Let's see what we have here. Ooh, a bounty hunter. We do have 3 meddlers, so we could have a bounty hunter and a chatterbox and something else. The bounty hunter has corrupted between 2 3, and 5. But the bounty hunter will only pick and taint an innocent roll. Okay, well, that would have been good cover for the hitman. It means that between 2 and 3, one of them is tainted, or this bounty hunter is just a dirty liar covering for the hitman partner. That's very possible. Oh, the wife has got to be around here somewhere. The clock tower will ring from 14 to 15 hours. The surgeon saying they are meddler number 3, and the surgeon will act now. I might kill an innocent roll. I remember seeing a quirk earlier that was the surgeon will always kill. I kind of wish the surgeon would always kill. I'm going to pick up that quirk next time I see it. Oh, I think I actually did, right? But one thing, and I don't know if this is the case or not, but I think that quirks should only register in your quirk decks if you complete a run with them, because the run that I took the surgeon quirk was the end of the last video where I lost. But I think it could actually be a pretty helpful quirk. Here's the scoundrel. We don't have anything that would make this scoundrel good. Now I have to arrest this scoundrel last. This has to be the last evil. Where is this has to be the wife, huh? That's the weatherman. The wife is done. Wow. Okay. Weatherman says 1, 9, 11. Or the wife is corrupted? I don't know what's going on with the wife. Oh, I wasn't paying attention to the clockmaker. Did the clock go off? I think it did. I think the clock did just go off. I'd have to rewatch the VOD. Okay, well, we know that this is wrong, but this could be because it's a bounty hunter target. Let's say that this is tainted for now. And then we have this, which we know is good. And they're saying 1 is evil, which we know is misinformation. So this has to be our tainted. Huh, now I want to arrest the clockmaker for being the mobster. That is it, which means I think the scoundrel is our the wife might have died. This might have been the partner. This might have been the wife. We'll reveal that in just a second, but that is the scoundrel. Let's reveal all. This was the wife, and the hitman killed her. Poor thing, but that does lead to a solved case, and I think that will lead us to Quirk Challenge 3 being unlocked. And one other thing that I am curious about if we make our way onto the stats page, we have discovered all 40 rolls with Hitman being the final holdout. Also, 7 out of 33 case quirks is interesting because I think that means it's giving me credit. So I think in the last video, I did 2 and 2, and this video I had 3 case quirks discovered, but I didn't actually complete the second case, but I think it's still giving me credit for discovering those quirks without completing a case for them. I wish there was, and maybe there is somewhere else in here with the codex, if we can. No, there's not even a codex for the quirks, but it would be cool to only get progress for the quirks that you actually discover and complete a case with, just to give you an incentive to try out all of the case quirks and actually try to win with all of them. But for today, that is going to be it for me. In the next video, we will take a look at Quirk Challenge number 3, which by the looks of it is the hardest possible difficulty in Dupery. But for today, that's going to be it for me. Thank you guys very much for watching. I'm No Lux Given. Peace.